meeting, they'll come in tomorrow morning.
I
haven't seen anything pop up yet.
No, I won't.
I think you could go, you could either make an announcement, or if somebody tries to say something, then say something. I think you can go either way. Okay, I think we're live now. Yep.
And we got a bunch of them coming in now. How'd you do this? You got a family microphone?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Good evening. Welcome to the February 9th, 2026 Planning Commission meeting beginning at 7 p.m. I would like to start this meeting off by stating that there is no audience of public at Planning Commission meetings in the city. We expect everybody to maintain decorum throughout this meeting. Should anything escalate, we are prepared to handle that, but hopefully that does not happen. And would everybody please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Bridge, roll call, please.
Mr. Leisure? Mr. Mello?
Here.
Mrs. Harris?
Here.
Mr. Bishop?
Here.
Mr. Prop?
Here.
Can make a motion that we excuse Mr. Leisure from tonight's meeting.
I'll second it.
Ms. Harris with the motion, Mr. Mello with the second. Roll call, please.
Mr. Mello?
Yay.
Mrs. Harris?
Yay.
You spoke to
Mr. Bishop?
Yay.
Mr. Prop?
Yay. Moving on next, we have the election of chair and vice chair of the Planning Commission.
Mr. Prophet, I'd like to make a motion that we elect Austin Prophet as the chair. And do we have to vote on it separately? Can I do? Okay, so make a motion that we elect Austin as chair.
I'll second it.
The motion was made by Ms. Harris and seconded by Mr. Mello. Roll call, please.
Mr. Mello?
Yay.
Mrs. Harris?
Yay.
Mr. Bishop?
Yay.
Mr. Prop?
Abstain.
Motion carries 3-0.
I will entertain a motion for the vice chair
Yeah.
position.
Mr. Prophet, I'll make a motion that we elect Mr. Leisure as vice chair.
I'll second that.
Motion was made by Ms. Harris, seconded by Mr. Bishop. Roll call, please.
Mr. Mello?
Yay.
Mrs. Harris?
Yay.
Mr. Bishop?
Yay.
Mr. Prop?
Yay.
Motion carries 4-0.
All right. On to the approval of minutes. Would anybody like to make any changes to the December 8th, 2025 minutes as presented?
No.
I will entertain a motion to approve the December 8th, 2025 minutes.
So moved.
I'll second that.
Motion was made by Ms. Harris, seconded by Mr. Bishop. Roll call, please.
Mr. Mello?
Yay.
Mrs. Harris?
Yay.
Mr. Bishop?
Yay.
Mr. Prophet?
Abstain. Would anybody like to make any changes to the January 15th, 2026 minutes as presented?
No.
I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the January 15th, 2026 meeting.
I'll approve it.
So I'll second.
Yes, sir. Swallow my lifesaver.
The motion was made by Mr. Mello, seconded by Ms. Harris. Roll call, please.
Mr. Mello?
Yay.
Mrs. Harris?
Yay.
Mr. Bishop?
Yay.
Mr. Prophet?
Yay.
Motion carries 4-0.
Okay. On to new business. Agenda item 1, lot split / replat application, Arlington Park subdivision. Mr. Bridge?
Thank you. Introduction and background to this request. Arlington Park is an approved residential subdivision and planned unit development located within the city of Trenton, Ohio. The subdivision was established through a series of planning commission and city council approvals intended to provide coordinated residential development with customized standard lot layouts, architectural requirements, and infrastructure improvements beyond those typically required under conventional zoning districts. The Arlington Park PUD includes an approved record plat, associated development standards, a PUD checklist that governs lot and sizes, building design materials, and site features throughout the subdivision. These standards were adopted to ensure cohesive neighborhood character while allowing limited flexibility in lot configuration and housing types. Since all of its initial proving and recording, Arlington Park has proceeded through phase development and construction. As with many large residential developments, minor field conditions and infrastructure constraints have arisen during implementation that require technical adjustments to previously approved plats. The city's subdivision and PUD require regulations to anticipate such situations and provide a process for reviewing and approving replats that do not alter the overall intent, density, or design standards of the original development. The proposed project, lots 5042 and 5043, were previously approved, platted, and recorded with Butler County. During development activities, an existing septic system was discovered on parcel B that could not reasonably be relocated within the boundaries of the original platted plots. A platted survey, Exhibit A, which is a legally recorded survey map that formally divides one parcel of land into other parcels of land, has been submitted for review and approval. When this occurs, the new legal descriptions are required to confirm the precise boundaries, size, and location of newly created parcels. These descriptions are attached as Exhibit B. This would permit the applicant to submit a new record plat, Exhibit C, that slightly adjusts the existing residential lots and creates lots 5096 solely for septic infrastructure purposes. Lot 5096 is not a buildable lot and will be transferred to the attached parcel R8-600-064-000-012, which is not part of the Arlington Park PUD. Under staff analysis, the proposed replat is reviewed under Title II subdivision regulations, Chapter 1268 Plan Unit Districts and Regulations, and applicable codified ordinances provisions governing that the creation and documentation of easements, including those related to public and private stormwater drainage infrastructure. The request resolves in an existing infrastructure condition without altering the approved design intent, development standards, density, or the Arlington Park PUD. One of the exhibits I did put in here is just a comparison to the PUD checklist compliance. Staff reviewed the proposed replat against these. They are attached as Exhibit D. And following the proposed lot adjustment, the development remains compliant with all applicable checklist requirements. Just for the sake of time, I'll skip those bullet points. And then under findings, the replat is consistent with Title II of the City Codified Ordinances. The replat does not increase density or create additional building lots. The Arlington Park development remains compliant with the approved PUD requirements. The replat appropriately addresses an existing septic system constraint. And with staff recommendation, to approve the replat of lots 5042 and 5043 as submitted, subject to recording with the Butler County Recorder and transfer of lot 5096 as noted on the plat. This one could require just a simple approval. They also have this listed on their record plat that we reported for the next case as well, just in case that question is
Thank you. Any questions from the commission?
No. No.
I would make a motion that we approve agenda item 1.
I'll second.
Motion was made by Ms. Harris and seconded by Mr. Miller. Roll call, please.
Mr. Melo,
Yay.
Mrs. Harris,
Yay.
Mr. Bishop,
Yay.
Mr. Prophet.
Yay.
Motion carries 4-0.
Item 2 on the agenda, replat of the Arlington Park subdivision. Mr. Bridge.
Can I ask a question about this really quick, just before you get started? Only because I noticed it says the request of item 2 is approval of replat to add storm drainage and mailbox pad easements. That actually needs to be adjusted to an approval to send to council, correct? We are not approving this evening.
Yes, you're just making the recommendation.
We're making a recommendation to council. It's an approval to send to council, or a recommendation to send to council. Okay, just want to make
Because
sure.
of the addition of the easement to storm. Yep.
Okay, thank you.
The Arlen Park subdivision is an approved subdivision within the city of Trenton, and it has followed to this point all the appropriate codes that regulate subdivision and other general requirements. This proposed project, as development and construction activities have progressed, they need to formally document the location of and easements for storm drainage and mailbox cluster pad locations. While these were reviewed and constructed in accordance with city standards, their omission from the recorded plat requires correction to ensure clarity for long-term maintenance, access right, and future property owners. The applicant has therefore submitted a revised record plat for the review that consists solely of adding and clarifying storage drainage easements and mailbox clusters and new lot splits previously approved. No changes are proposed to the configuration of individual lots or public improvements. The replat does not create additional buildable lots, reduce lot area, or alter building envelopes, setbacks, or architectural standards. All previously PUD requirements remain in effect. Under staff analysis, the proposed project is reviewed under Title II Subdivision Regulations, Chapter 1268 Plan Unit Development Districts, and applicable codified ordinance provisions governing the creation of easements and those public and private storm, sewer, and drainage infrastructure. The replat is limited solely to the addition of easements and does not modify boundaries permitted use to the development standards. Based on staff review, the request is technical in nature and is consistent with the original subdivision approval and intent of the PUD regulations. The proposed replat includes the following easement additions. Storm sewer easements, there's 2 of those total. Those will be added to lot 5082 and lot 5012. Mailbox easements, there are 2 of those, and those will be added along Countryside Avenue and West Arlington Drive on the north side of Gilbert Street. And mailbox cluster pads are newer development. Usually you don't have an individual mailbox at your door. You have a central site where everyone goes, and there's probably 20 or 30 of those per cluster. Staff reviewed the proposed replat against the approved Arlington Park PUD checklist and find the development remains fully compliant with all applicable requirements. The addition of easements does not affect lot sizes or any other architectural requirements. Staff recommendation is staff recommendation is to recommend the records for a replat to City Council for the items listed in this report.
Thank you, Mr. Bridge. Any questions from the commission? I will entertain a motion to approve to send to council.
I'll second that.
I would make a motion, or I would make a recommendation to send to council.
Motion was made by Ms. Harris. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Second was made by Mr. Bishop. Roll call, please.
Mr. Melo?
Yay.
Mrs. Harris?
Yay.
Mr. Bishop?
Yay.
Mr. Prott?
Yay. Item 3 on the agenda, amendment of the Marconi Farm PUD. Mr. Bridge.
Planning and construction of large-scale complex development projects such as Trenton Square will inevitably encounter circumstances that require amendments to previously recorded plats. This practice is common and referred to as replats when boundaries, easements, stormwater management system impacted, and amendments when changes affect written text, such as the stated setback requirement or minimum lot size. PUDs are widely used, as for reasons stated earlier, as far as being able to go above and beyond the current zoning district and to add more restrictions, like for example, brick to vinyl siding, proportions or color differences to make a notable difference between neighboring houses. The Marconi Farm PUD language was approved by the Planning Commission on February 10th, 2025, and that is Exhibit 8 and contains the minutes from that commission meeting.
Can I ask a question about that really quick? I'm sorry. Can I interrupt you? I'm sorry. After I've already interrupted you. Did we approve that, or did we send that to council for approval?
You approved the language, council went and approved, accepted the easements and public improvements. So this is the amendment to the actual written text of the PUD language, not anything to do with the actual physical development at this point. So if you look at what was approved, you have that list, that's your PUD requirement.
Because you attached the meeting from that February 10th, and when I went back to read that, my motion was to recommend for city council when I went back and read that. So I thought we sent it to council for approval.
That was a lot of other documents.
That was other ones, okay.
So that had the record plat in it, had all kinds of stuff in that. If you look at the meeting minutes, you can tell you exactly what was voted on.
Okay.
So if we are going to amend the actual recorded plat or easements they have already accepted, that would trigger this. This is just amendments to the POD language. You are more than welcome to make the motion how you see fit.
Sorry, if I interrupted, you could keep going with what you had to do. Were you at the end of what you had to present?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. The applicant is requesting amendment to the Marconi Farm PUD, specifically townhome lot 4 development standards. Under the currently approved PUD language, no more than 2 individual 3-unit buildings may share the same front setback. To ensure compliance with this standard, each third or subsequent abutting 3-unit building must be offset by at least 5 feet from the adjacent 3-unit building. This creates a repeating setback pattern intended to provide architectural variation along the streetscape. The applicant indicates that since the original PUD on February 10, 2025, the approved townhome design has been revised. The building depth has increased from 45 feet to 46 feet. The applicant states that when applied to the current site layout, the existing 5-foot offset requirements create design and spacing constraints due to the increased building depth. To address this issue, the applicant requests an amendment to reduce the required front setback for every 3rd unit townhome building from 5 feet to 3 feet. The applicant states that the revised standard would allow the updated building footprint to fit within the approved layout while maintaining a setback variation between adjacent buildings. If approval, the new PUD language would be amended as detailed below. No more than 2 individual 3-unit buildings can share the same front setback. The next or subsequent abutting 3-unit building shall be offset by a minimum of 3 feet without violating the minimum setback regulations for this section. Under staff analysis, the intent of the original Marconi Farm PUD townhome setback offset requirements is to avoid long uninterrupted building facades and provide visual variation along the streetscape. The altering front setback pattern for the 3-unit townhome building was established and designed rather than a dimensional minimum tied to a zoning compliance of public infrastructure capacity. The applicant request does not eliminate the offset requirement or increase the number of buildings permitted to share the same front setback. The proposed maintains the alternating setback pattern by reducing the required offset from 5 feet to 3 feet for every 3rd and 3-unit townhome building. The staff notes that a 3-foot offset remains visually distinguishable and continues to introduce variation in building alignment. The proposed amendment is requested due to minor modification to the approved building design, specifically an increase in building depth by 1 foot since the original PUD approval. Staff find that the requested reduction in offset standard is directly related do this dimensional adjustment and is limited in scope to the town standards applicable to Lot 4. Staff further notes that the proposed amendment does not increase residential density or unit count, modify permitted uses, alter building height, reduce required front or rear yard setbacks below the minimum PUD standards, impact public streets, utilities, stormwater infrastructure or access, or change traffic generation patterns. And based off all that, staff recommendations approval of the PUD amendment that would just affect the written text of the requirements.
Thank you, Mr. Bridge. Any questions?
Can you, that was a lot. Can you, like, I don't know, break it down for me? What does this look like?
So basically, it's the written text that the PUD,
Yeah. No, like, what does this, this setback, so we're going to change it, some are going to be 5 feet, then the next one's going to be 3 feet, this is,
well, the setback is 25 feet from front,
Okay.
25 feet from the rear, which
Yeah.
was discussed at the
that's,
original
yep,
meeting.
yep,
So when you have that setback starts from behind that 25 feet. So one could be, as long as the minimum were set, 25, could be 30, as long as the rear is met as well. We
Okay.
can do that as well. So basically, each one just has to be offset by 3.
Offset by 3 feet, okay.
Maintaining the individual setbacks for front and back. The minimum lot depth is 95 feet. Some of them are longer than that. So as long as they fit within that first 25 feet and the second 25 feet, they are compliant, and every third one be offset by 3 feet.
Okay.
Any other questions? I will entertain a motion to approve.
I approve.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Motion was made by Mr. Mello, seconded by Mr. Bishop. Roll call, please.
Mr. Melo?
Yay.
Mrs. Harris?
Abstain,
What did you say?
abstain,
Mr. Bishop?
Yay.
Mr. Prophet?
EA.
Motion carries 3-0.
Item number 4, lot combination 3000 Arnold Brown Industrial Drive. Mr. Bridge.
Thank you. Introduction and background, the applicant has submitted a lot combination plat prepared by Pioneer Group as part of the proposed Prologis data center development within the Trenton Industrial Park. The combined parcels will serve as the foundational development parcel for the subsequent site. Plan, engineering, and infrastructure reviews associated with the data center project. Staff analysis, the city of Trenton codified ordinances do not regulate or establish a local approval process for lot combinations. As such, no formal review is required. However, it is best practices for planning commissions to acknowledge the lot combination because it is for a larger development project. Staff recommends the planning commission acknowledge that the lot combination plan as part of the overall Prologis data center development. Final approval and recording of this lot combination is in Suffolk County.
Any questions? I will entertain a motion to approve.
I would make a motion to acknowledge the lot combination, because we don't have to approve it technically by our zoning, but to acknowledge it.
Second.
Motion was made by Ms. Harris and seconded by Mr. Bishop. Roll call, please.
Mr. Melo?
Yay.
Mrs. Harris?
Yay.
Mr. Bishop?
Yeah.
Mr. Prophet?
Yay.
Motion carries 4-0.
On to reports. Mr. Bridge.
I have none, sir.
Reports by commission members. Mr. Mello,
Nothing by me.
Ms. Harris,
Nothing for me.
Mr. Bishop, I would just like to thank everybody that showed up tonight. I would like to thank everybody for maintaining decorum. And the date of our next Planning Commission meeting is Monday, March 9th, 2026. I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So adjourned.
Second.
Motion was made by Mr. Mello, seconded by Ms. Harris. Roll call, please.
Mr. Mello,
Yay.
Mrs. Harris,
Yay.
Mr. Bishop,
Yay.
Mr. Fry.
Yay.
Motion carries 4-0. You're adjourned.
Thank you.